Okay, just gonna dump this load here. It's been sitting over the weekend. I got my other trucks full, and I got some appliances sitting around. I want to get rid of some of this crap around my yard. That's my load here. So I'm gonna get rid of that right now. And then what I'll do is I'm gonna dump that van, and I'm gonna round up these few things here. My brother said there was a stove down the road or something. We'll see. See them still there. Yeah, so I haven't been posting nothing all weekend. I had a bad kidney stone, so kind of put me on a commission there. So if you ever had a kidney stone, you know what I mean. So still not I still have issues with kidney stone right now. So but I did pass one stone, 1 or 2 stones the last couple days, but still another one kicking around somewhere. So anyways, we're gonna, like I say, get rid of this load here. It actually stinks in here a little bit. The dishwasher stinks a bit, I think, or something. But anyways, we can dump this off right away and then move on and get rid of the other van, put all the appliances in there, have the yard clean. Okay, stay tuned. Okay, we're gonna check the scrapyards out here, see who's busy. Considering it's a Monday today, so we'll see. Let's get a few people in this yard here, Scotty's. Josh Brothers, this one here. Yeah, pretty busy. It looks like everybody's pretty well busy today. How's this yard here? Yeah, not too busy. No, nobody in this yard. Okay, we'll let you know how I got for metal wise here, and if the prices is what they are, and hopefully make 30-40 bucks here. We'll see. 30 bucks. Okay. Okay. Prices dropped $5 a ton, so it's 105. And like 600 pounds on there. Ended up being something like 31.50. So anyways, prices, like say, they drop. At least they dropped only $5, but I'll tell you, if it goes down under $100, a lot of people will be out of the picture. Just fuel's way too expensive. It doesn't, it doesn't even pay for fuel a lot of times. But we'll see what happens. So I'm gonna grab the white van now. Actually, first I'm gonna see if that stove is sitting there. If it's sitting there, I'm gonna grab that, because then I can put it in my white van after I dump it. We'll see. Okay, stay tuned. Over there. So these in the bottom. Got the cord on it too, which is good. Okay. Let's see if I got my cutters. I kept the aluminum there, and the fuse box has got a nice brass bar on there, so I kept that. No point scrapping it the way it is. And cut some wire off some appliances too. Here it is. Buzz around the area for a few minutes and then Get rid of the next load. I'll just show you that bar and the fuse panel there. It's right here, copper bar. That's a solid copper bar right across. Sometimes you don't get them like that. That's just probably silver tinted or something. Plus the breakers maybe for silver contacts, possibly. These are old breakers, really. Hard to get those breakers now. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna dump this load here. Your dishwasher, stove. It's kind of a mixed bag. Fridge. Another small stove, a little barbecue. Some miscellaneous metals, but it's not that big of a load. There's lots of tires in there and stuff, so tires and wheels. You have to separate those. And to keep the auto cast separate. Drum in there and radiator, so anyways, at least I'll empty this part as much as I can. Get this ready, then load up everything in my yard. Okay, so I'm thinking maybe 800 pounds or something like that. Hopefully, we'll see. Okay, we'll let you know. Okay, took that back, that second load, 920 pounds. Yeah, I didn't realize when I took the first load, I had steel mixed in. It gave me 30% steel, so they gave me 105 a ton. I took back the shred. It was $90, 90. So I'm telling you, the prices of the shits right now, and it's gonna get worse. I phoned just to see, you know, keep tabs on where I normally deal, and they said to another location, it told me $35 a ton. $35 a ton, that's a joke. No one will take scrap. No one's gonna even pick it up for that kind of money. At 90 bucks, it's borderline already. Borderline. Just the fuel is way too expensive. You can't, you know, at that kind of price, you know, it's gonna have to change. Otherwise, well, it could go lower, right? Just because the demand's not there. That's all I could say, I guess. So, but anyways, 90 bucks a ton. And I asked about other prices. They told me aluminum for casts, he said like 30 cents. Clean, unpainted aluminum was 35 cents. I mean, that's a joke. I was getting, you know, 40, 50 cents for aluminum 40 years ago. It's below that amount now. You said clean brass, I think you said 180. I thought wasn't too bad. They were saying 265 for number 1 copper, 240 for number 2 copper. I'll tell you, the shred business not gonna last. You know, it's got to a point where, what do? Do you go out of your way, pick up this appliance on the side of the road, or you just leave it? I can see if you drive around anyways and it's in your way, it's okay. But to actually look for scrap, it's gonna get to a point it's not worth it. You know, I had right here at 920 pounds, it was only like 41.50. I could have spent 25 bucks. You could even spend 30 bucks in gas, or maybe 40 bucks in gas. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? This van is not cheap on fuel. I mean, it's a V8. It's heavy, right? So it got to a point, I can say, it's just really dropped out. And usually the prices get better this time of the year, but it's going to drop out a lot anyways, just because election. I'm figuring until the election is, figure out who's going to be elected for the next president. That's kind of the biggest loophole right now. Whoever wins is probably going to drop down, rock bottom. He told me he's planning to go even lower. So if they're saying lower at $30 or $35 a ton, it's going to get to a point maybe scrap prices might not even take it, because you still have to have you know, operating cost, machinery, men, wear and tear, fuel. You know, if all of a sudden if they're getting $100 a ton, say, and they're only paying you 20, 25 bucks, it's going to get to a point. The machines all run at least $300 or $400 a day in fuel. Some of those machines, you know, they're putting hundreds and hundreds of dollars in fuel. Then you have to barge the material and take it to the refinery, and then there's also now you have to shred it, and if that shred now is contaminated, say 20%, 30% of non-metallics, well, then they're getting less and less. So I'm thinking scrapyards, we're going to pay less and they're going to get more pickier. Pretty soon they say, well, we don't want dishwashers, anything, we don't want plastic at all. It could come to that point, right? If the prices drop, you know, there's always people, you know, bringing scrap in, or people sitting on scrap thinking, you know, I'll get them to sell it now, but not aware of the economy or the times. So I would just be really cautious. You know, I had scrap that could have sold a long time ago, like all those you know, water dispensers. I could have got 8 cents a pound. I ended up getting like 5 cents for those. You know, I should just sold them a long time ago. I thought maybe I can take them apart down the road or something. I don't want to deal with, you know, the chemicals and freon and oil and grease and those things. I said, forget it. I mean, sure, if you took them apart, you know, might get a little bit of copper or so on, but you know, leave it to those guys. They can deal with it, right? But so sometimes you have to sell right away. You cannot sit on. Like copper's okay. I mean, copper's always you know, it's going to always be valuable. There's always a big demand for copper. All the computer electronics, it's mainly copper. You know, they may have very little gold, but copper is your main for wires and circuit boards and everything. Copper is number one. And then, like I say, and also brass. You know, brass is good for plumbing, but even brass is getting, you know, it's getting cheaper and cheaper, where they're making mostly plastic materials now. Usually the whole inside is plastic, the outside might be brass. So they're getting cheaper and cheaper. They'll have a small piece of brass, like maybe a bushing, and a bunch of plastic and plastic valve mixed in there. Anyways, I still have to kind of figure what I want to do with the crap on my truck there, because I might, I don't know if I have enough time, but maybe I'll try to unload what's in my yard, and then whatever's in my truck, get rid of, just so I have that truck empty. If the prices start dropping, there's no point sitting on something that keeps dropping. I have a little bit of brass, a little bit of copper in there. Once I get rid of that, then I'll be okay. But I have a fridge at home, 2 stoves, washing machine, and I think a microwave. If I have enough time, they close at 5. I might just rush to do that quickly. Okay, let's stay tuned. We'll figure it out. Since the shred prices are really, really low, I have no choice to clean these now. Let's hoping, you know, have a break and not cleaning them, but you know, with the prices so low, no choice. 4.5 cents a pound. Not very much. So it looks like we'll probably take the whole end of the year, probably before it does anything. What do you think? Price is going to suck for quite a while. Stupid tool. I mean, these newer ones don't, to be honest, don't have that much wire in there, but like I say, still have to grab it, I guess. What we can do until the prices get better. All was expected, because in the US prices were taking a beating quite a bit, so okay. One transformer here. It looks like the thing burnt out. Switch caught on fire. That's why they junked it. Surprised they didn't try to save it. One switch can't be that much money. Yeah, well, they actually bypassed it. They tried to bypass it. Let's see this. I try to find better tools. These cheap Chinese knockoff tools crap. Just don't have feel. It just feels awkward. The good side cutters were like 35 bucks. This is like a $5 cutter. I figure, you know, you buy a few just to save money, but long run it's not that great. Well, I already see difference in wire already. See, just that one stove. I must have scrapped about at least 20 stoves and dryers in the last few weeks, month. I'm trying to save what I can, I guess. Okay, I'm just going to take off this transformer. IC chip here, but I got it off. Okay, there's a couple relays here too. Copper bearing relays. Okay, that's it. I'm going to strip the next one in my van, and then I'm going to strip a couple microwaves. I have a couple heavy ones. They got copper transformers in them, so and see what else I can get together. And then I'm going to put my bin on the ground and put whatever I have here in there for now. Okay. Box. Here's the brass or copper. Copper at the end here. Break this off and I can turn it around. This copper, pretty heavy. Definitely worth taking off. It should be loose almost. Sometimes it's aluminum, so you just have to double check. If it's aluminum, probably not worth it. Being copper, I'm here, so okay. It's actually another one, actually a couple here. A couple here. This one I gotta take off from this side first. And then I have a bunch on this side. Okay, so there it is. Two more. This one almost looks like copper also. I'm thinking, you know, there's a million screws in this one. So this one's, like, say, not too bad to salvage. There's enough little things on here to make it worthwhile. Breakers, you know, for silver contacts. There'll be a little bit of copper probably in the breaker also. It's a problem with these screwdrivers like that suck. You know, make sure you have your magnet. Okay. Okay, anyways, have your magnets. You can do also scrape test with a file, but it's definitely brass. Sometimes aluminum too, so just double check. Screws are all steel. 2 of these, 2 of those, and then 2 of those. I mean, I would say maybe at least a ½ pound minimum, maybe a little more. Okay, the breaker here, I loosened one tab here just to see what's in it. You can all look at it together. There's actually quite a bit of copper in there. It's quite a bit of copper. Okay. So now what do we have here? It's plastic here. Let's find out where a silver contact will be. Oh yeah, it's a contact right there. You can see it there. Okay. It's exactly what is steel here. Copper. Copper. Okay, we know this screw's gonna come out. Okay, so we know this part here, this copper over here, it's like on a spool. It's actually a spool of wire. Get my gloves on, everything's so sharp. I can break this somehow, cut it. Okay, cut off pretty easy. Okay. So I think I have to punch this thing out. Let me not punch out. Okay, well this is copper right here. It's a little copper. If we could somehow figure out how this pin comes out. Imagine a pin gets punched out if I found something I can punch it out with. So that's all copper here. This is copper, but that's steel. So you have to it's like it's almost fused in there. So there's actually a fair amount of metals in here, usable metals. That's clean. And then we'll deal with that another time, but the silver contact I guess is okay. Not too bad. And they're easy to strip. So if you really want to get down there and strip them, you don't even have to smash them. All I did is popped out this part here. Put my screwdriver inside here. That's it. See that? Switch comes out. If I loosen this, it'll probably come out. I mean, if you're chasing silver contacts or something, you know, you can do it, right? But seems like a little bit of work. There. Came out. Won't take much to get a bucket if you had a whole bunch of these breakers. I need something that I can just tap it carefully, like in a little hole. Hitting on transformers is all this is binding. It's just bending. Okay. Bent it off, but I was wondering if that's a pin. Oh, it's actually brass. So you just have to break that tab. Pry the tab off, that's all you can do. Pry that tab off and then you're okay. And a pair of pliers here. We're gonna try what's easy, right? I'm not gonna do them all, but I'm just try once and see if it's feasible about doing. This one doesn't want to come off too easy. Okay, that one came out. The pin actually came out too. That's okay. Here it is. 2 breakers. All that material, 2 breakers. So not really that bad, huh? See that? And you still have some contacts, silver contacts mixed in there. So it's your own choice if you think it's worth it. Price is so low anyways, it doesn't matter what you do, I guess. Okay, stripping these actually is quite a bit of weight in there, like, and the contacts, silver contacts, are really big. You know, I have to just go like that, right in the side, and then what I do is take the screws out here. They gotta come out anyways, so I'll pop them off. They strip pretty good actually. That's about maybe 8 breakers there. It's a lot of, I'd say be at least a pound in here. A pound of material because the stuff is heavy. Okay. Then what I'll do is pull this out here. My screwdriver in here. Pry this copper spool off. Right there. So it's wire. And instead of cutting this, I just do a round motion like this, so it actually tears it off and it gets the most copper. And this one I go like this. I bend it up like this. You hear a snap. And then you don't want to snap it too hard. You want to just wiggle it and work it. It will come loose after the solder. I mean, it's not that easy, but not that hard. Everyone's kind of a little different. I figure the one I want to show is the hardest. Okay. Well, this one snapped a little short, but you can easily just pop. There's a little bit on there, a little solder. But anyways, there's a really big contact on there. That's the contact there, and another contact. And then this one I just go like this, like that. And it's stripped. The stuff is heavy, lots of weight to it. So it's worth it, I think. We're stripping them. Probably between the fuse bar, or the breaker bar, and this, I would say at least 2 pounds of copper. If I was stuck in the shred, I would have got what, 4.5 cents. It would have been maybe 20 pounds. So it would have been what, 90 cents total. And I'll make probably $3, just over $3. You know, it takes time, but whatever. If you got nothing better to do, I mean, this is like micro scrapping. If it's winter time, or you know the weather's lousy and you know you want a little break, you want to do something productive, you know, you still works out. I mean, not gonna make big money, but might as well. I mean, you know. And if you really want to pursue that that silver there might be a couple grams of silver. You know, who knows? Start taking apart and, you know, checking out. See, at the same time, I'm trying to break the spool when I pry it out. That's that. Bend this one up. There, here's a snap. I don't know, it's so tough. There it is, that one snapped. So completely snapped off. All you have to do is just wiggle it off now. See that? Came completely out. So that's completely clean. And the center is not, it's all non-magnetic, so regardless. There it is. So it's pretty easy. Is that copper? No. Okay. Stripped all the breakers. I just want to show you what I got here. The breakers itself is about 14 ounces, but there's 1 pound 9 1/4 ounces total. So say 1.5 pounds, but it's a little bit over. But look at that, it's all number 2 copper. So pretty good ratio in those breakers, actually, not bad. Right? It's 1.5 pounds, just over 1.5 pounds of copper of that breaker box. So that's basically, like I say, $3 more, being the prices being low on the copper. So $3 more, because well, yeah, I say $3 because the rest is all crap anyway. So shows you, I mean, it didn't take long to strip it. Just, you know, I seen these bars here, and then I said, maybe to check the breakers out. But it's up to you. You may want to take the actual silver off these, possibly. It's up to you guys, but it looks like they're pretty decent looking. So anyways, just want to share that with you. There's a little bit of added bonus. Considering the price is really so bad, you might as well try to enhance what you can. Okay. Just want to share that with you. Hold out all my brass I got from last time. All kind of brass here. Copper. The copper I'm splitting with my buddy, so I'm going to determine the weight. I don't know what. Base it at you know, 80% number 1. I'll base it at 20% number 2. Okay, so half of the stuff is brass and copper. It's mixed. So I got the appliances here. I got 1, 2, 3. Well, it's a fridge here. Appliances, hot water tank, and here is a stove. It's kind of a crappy load, but at least I'll clean that side of the yard up. I close the door now. And then tomorrow for a few hours, I'm just going to strip a bunch of stuff and just fill the load up. Have an inspection for 3. So maybe for 2-3 hours, then I'll dump it, do my inspection. I'll take all this on that side right there that's ready, throw it right into the front. I got 2 microwaves I'm going to strip. And then I'll show you the stuff here. All this is going here. Put everything here. Except the big pipes, just all the stuff here. I'm almost debating about throwing that drum away too, that one I have over here. The bottom's all popped out. Yeah, I guess I can always hammer it. If I have to stockpile brass and copper, you know, I might do that. So, okay. We keep moving around here. I'm not expecting too much. Maybe I would say 2,200 pounds probably by the time I got it full. At the probably maybe 2,500 pounds, maybe some of that. Price is low, so regardless, this stuff's sitting anyways, right? When I do the inspection tomorrow, I'll do some street scrapping in that area on my way home. Maybe fill my vehicle up, try to get a half decent load. Okay. It stubbed my toe the other day and it's bugging me right now, so I'm gonna take it, you know, slow here. So what I'll do is gonna move all the stuff back, close the door, put all that stuff in, and call it night for now. Figure I got enough video right now for now. And anyways, like I say, prices are not that good, $90 a ton, so it's tough to put a lot of guys out of the picture. You know, if you're driving those F-150s, you know, they suck a lot of gas. And, you know, if you're in Canada, well, our prices are $1.55 a liter to $1.60. Sometimes you get $1.35 if you're lucky, so. And that's 1 liter. And American gallon's 4.5 liters. So it just gives an idea. $1.60 times 4.5, that's what we're paying for our gas. I know down south you're probably paying maybe around $2.50 a gallon. I'm thinking it may have went up now because we had the big fire in Saudi Arabia, so it may affect the prices too, but we'll see. Okay, don't forget to share, like, subscribe, a thumbs up if you like. Make sure you make some comments. Let me know what you want to see and what you want me to scrap. And if there's things that you want me to tear apart, let me know and I'll see if I can find it and do a tear apart for you. Have a great day.